how do you take an idea and then be the local instigator of that idea? And really saying, okay, I see what you're doing over there. I'm going to take that idea and I'm going to use it here in my community. And
so that's where that came from, was that you looking at other places, you saw the example and you said, I'm going to do this?
Well, what's interesting too is like, so it started in my notes and it was like, oh, these are all my bookmarks. Like these are the things that I've appreciated on the web.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, who I also know appreciate these things. And so that's when I started interacting with Dawn Putney, and it was like, I don't even know where her and I really connected, because it was, again, I was living in part of Old Town because it's where I chose to live, living in my passion, just doing the things, you know, hosting, like, it was really funny to do, like, the Downtown Business Association hosted the Chamber of Commerce Leadership Conference in my loft. And it was like, you know, and here's all these business leaders thinking about, like, how do we bring money to Old Town? And I'm like, y'all don't understand, like, come and live in Old Town. Like, you know, here's the, like, I remember at the time it was the bullhorn. I was like, this is the bullhorn, read this, because this is the information that's about your specific community. And it's as if people don't, we've lost our attention, and we don't really look at our community. We look at all the other things that come in front of us. And so that's really, and then now that that went so well, it was like, oh, no problem, because now Darren and Darren, the other guy who runs like a teen outreach, and he does a Photo Novoa, is what his photography studio is up on the second store. He was just like, to a key who owns the buildings, look what's happening on that street. You know, this is why you should let us use your space to improve your rent. And then he was like, okay. Because again, it was like, it shifted into that monetary, like there's a pivot point, like where creativity then shifts into monetary, and then it helps the monetary system. And it kind of goes back and forth. And so now we got two spaces. And like we went now, the Art Lab space went from the first place to the other space. And then now it's in Loveland too. And that was like, Dawn, you know, people came to her and said, hey, we like your idea, we like your branding, why don't we use your branding and your idea in downtown Loveland? And so now that's right next to the Rialto Theater, and they're using that to get people back into Old Town in Loveland, and